Hi guys, good morning. Bright and early, 6:20 a.m. Um, 1st of July. Welcome to quarter three. So quarter three, July, August, September. I believe we can achieve more. I believe we will achieve more, and the goal is to make it up for whatever we missed out due to COVID-19 in Q2. So Q2 has been a hard learning experience. I think there is no bigger challenge than what all of us have faced in Q2, and every challenge moving forward that we're going to face will be very, very small and will be very incremental compared to what we just came out of in Q2. Now, today we are talking about continuous education. We are talking about a woodcutter story and then how that applies to our business. Okay, so I'm going to read the story for you all and I'm going to keep it simple. John, a woodcutter, worked for a company for 5 years and never got a raise. The company hired Bill, and within 2 years, he got a raise. So John was working for 5 years, no pay rise, and Bill, who was working only for 2 years, got a pay rise. This caused resentment, and John went to his boss and asked, I have been here for 5 years and never got a raise, and Bill, who's been here for just 2 years, got a raise. How come? The boss said, we are a result-oriented company and would be happy to give you a raise if your output went up. John went back, started hitting harder and putting in more time. So he started hitting harder and putting in more time, but he still wasn't able to cut more trees. John thought to himself, let me go and find out from Bill how his output went up, even though John was putting more effort, but Bill was cutting more wood. So maybe he knows something more than I do. So John went up to Bill to find out what is Bill doing so differently so that he can also cut more wood and get a more pay rise. Upon asking, Bill answered, after cutting every tree, I take a break for 2 minutes and sharpen my axe. After cutting every tree, I take a break for 2 minutes and sharpen my axe. When was the last time you sharpened your axe, John? And John said, 5 years ago. Very simple yet very powerful story. When was the last time you looked at what you're doing and asked yourself, whatever I'm doing, how do I do it better? Or you have been doing like that all this while and you thought, is that the best way? This can apply to sales that you're doing on the field. In terms of sales, we can think about, how do I improve my closing? How do I sharpen my closing axe? How do I sharpen my icebreaker axe? How do I sharpen my objection handling axe? When it comes to recruitment, how do I sharpen my first appointment axe? When was the last time I sharpened my presentation slides for second appointment? When was the last time I sharpened my closing techniques with a candidate when it comes to recruitment? When it comes to training, when was the last time I sharpened my training axe when it comes to setting expectations with my new trainees? When was the last time I sharpened my training axe when it comes to training a new trainee in the first 3 days? When was the last time I sharpened my training axe when it comes to advancing someone to leader and then setting those expectations? And this applies to management. This applies to everything that we are doing. And if you are like John, which was like a year ago, or 2 years ago, 5 years ago, in some cases, very long time ago, and if you're wondering why you're not very productive, maybe you did not sharpen your axe recently, and invest a bit more time to sharpen your axe That's your continuous education. That's where you improve the results, not putting in more time, not working harder, but what you're doing is you're putting in the necessary time that's required, but you're sharpening your axe. You're sharpening the things you are generally good at, you're making them better. Because when you are better, the results will be better. Okay? So continuous education, sharpening your axe. Think about it from a sales point of view on the field. Think about it from a recruitment point of view if you're someone who's involved in recruitment. Think about it from a training point of view if you're someone who is a leader who's training. Think about it in managing your business point of view if you're someone who manages a big team and a big business and also a big organization. Okay? Continuous education, sharpen your axe. That's what I have today for you guys in terms of the story. Hopefully, a quick, short, simple one. Hopefully, it makes an impact. If you guys like it, share it with your team. Let them see it. But the whole idea of this message is to bring value to you so that it can help you to perform better today and to perform better moving forward. Continuous education, and don't forget to sharpen your axe today. Thanks, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe. Make sure you make an impact today.